let me right from the outset commit that I'll work very closely with my friend and brother, Governor Wesley, to progress that idea of installing Iten as a real global heritage sites for athletics. Now, this morning, we just wanted to have breakfast with our athletes. One, to send a very clear message that we want to continue to instill the notion of bottom-up. We are an administration built on the agenda of doing everything bottom-up, from the grassroots going up. And that even in athletics and in the development of talents, we want to do it from the grassroots. And so today we wanted to send a message that the ministry and government is keen on going to the spaces, the places, the sites where our athletes live and train. We don't want to just wait for you to go to the global stage or global arena, break a world record, win a gold medal, fly the national flag, and then we celebrate you at that level. We want to be part of your journey. We want to travel with you as you prepare, as you sweat it out, as you get ready. We want to walk with you all the way to that arena when you become a global rock star. And we'll be doing a lot of this kind of thing. We are going to be moving around. I have been to many places since last year. In the last 6 months, I think this is my third visit to Iten. I was here last during the Iten International Marathon, which was an incredible race. And I announced during that marathon that from this year, we are elevating that event to the highest possible world standards, with more funding, more support, and make it truly an incredible event. So my dear athletes and our coaches and our managers and our trainers, please accept our new intervention of working with you every step of the way, right from the beginning as you prepare for the big global stage. Today we also wanted to pay special tribute to our latest world beaters. We have a number of athletes who have recently broken world records. And as a ministry, you know that we have instituted a new plan to reward and motivate our athletes. We have adopted a new reward scheme. It's a very comprehensive reward scheme, which talks about details of what to reward for what success or for what feat. Breaking world records, winning gold medals at various levels. We have worked it out in great detail. And it is a plan that we are already rolling out. We have a reward that is ready for those who have recently succeeded at the various levels. We are only waiting for ratification. As you know, the new arrangement by World Athletics is that once you set a world record, there is a period during which they have to go through the process of ratification. And just to assure, and in this room right now, we actually have 3 of our athletes who have recently broken world records. Beatrice there has a world record to her name. Reynold here has a world record to his name. And Agnes started us off this year by breaking the world record in Valencia. We really are proud of you. Let us give them a round of applause. Keep winning, keep shining, and as you shine, you also shine your country and your flag. We will be ready to host a special ceremony for you as soon as that whole process of ratification is completed. And the team from the ministry, led by Mr. Indakwa here, are fully instructed on what to do as soon as we complete those processes that are ongoing. But today we say that even as we wait for that process, we just want to come here, what has been described as the kitchen, where you are cooked and forged and prepared for the big stage. We wanted to come and say hongera from here, right here in Iten. We wanted to say congratulations to our world beaters right here at home. Our other message today is that we don't want to take Kenya's success in athletics for granted. We are not sitting on our laurels. It is said that even if you're on the right track, you'll be run over if you just sit there. Even if you're on the right track, you have to keep in perpetual motion. You have to keep moving, you have to keep improving. And as government, we are determined to work with all the stakeholders, all the partners in this ecosystem to continue improving, to continue protecting the gains that Kenya has been able to build over the last 60 years as an independent nation. We want to invest heavily in the talent progression pipeline. And our Talanta Hela initiative is largely about that. Identify, nurture, monetize. Identify, nurture, monetize. And that is why recently we have invested over 190 million Kenya shillings in a series of grassroots camps across the country. These camps, which are now nearing 50 camps, are scattered all over the country. Good people, the other day I went to Isiolo in the area of Garbatula, those places. We have a camp there. It's one of those 50 camps we have started across the country. And I met a large number of young people, enthusiastic, passionate, ready to go, excited to be in the environment of a camp where they can train to run for this country, to represent this country. And when I was looking at those faces and those profiles in Isiolo, to me they look like those Ethiopians who give us trouble in some of these races. And when I talked to them, I actually realized it's the same genetic profile that runs across that belt. And I said, why haven't we been investing in these guys? They can help us to beef up the pool of talents we have across the country. We have set up camps in Nyanza and Western, which traditionally give us short distance runners, the Omanyalas of this world. We have set up camps in this belt, this real athletics belt. Elgeyo Marakwet alone has about 8 of them, 8 of those camps. And the purpose of these camps is to provide an environment for our young people to train in a controlled environment at the earliest possible age, the earliest possible opportunity. We are running these camps together with Athletics Kenya. We want to encourage our young people to take advantage of these camps. And I'm giving an assurance today that year to year, we will be increasing budgetary allocation to these camps, year to year. Because we want to improve facilities in those camps. We want to improve training in those camps, the coaching regime in those camps. And a program which will also be rolling out this year is now to start expanding the pool of coaches. Because we know the coaches we have today are very few. In fact, our coaches are overworked. So we will be increasing the pool of coaches by having a program to deliberately train more coaches, train more scouts to support that camp ecosystem. And so we have good plans. And in rolling out these plans, we want to work with everybody. All of you here, we want to work with you. If you're a coach, you're a manager, you are a scout, you manage a camp, we want to work with you. You are a legend, we want to work with our legends to be mentors, to inspire the new generation of our world beaters. I also want this morning to reiterate something I have reiterated repeatedly before, that in maintaining our status in this field of athletics, we have to wake up to the reality that the world is not just sitting and waiting for us to beat them. The world is also making effort to fight back. And that is why in recent times, we have fallen back on races like the steeplechase. For the longest time, the steeplechase was called the Kenyan race. Whether it was at the World Championship or the Olympics, Kenyans believed that they left Nairobi with one assured gold medal. Before the competition started, Kenyans believed the steeplechase gold medal was theirs for the taking. Not anymore. And that is because competition has become stronger. And the steeplechase is a rather technical race. Others have invested in the facilities to train better for that race. And that is why Moroccans, Ethiopians are now giving us very stiff competition. They have actually edged ahead of us. And last year, I gave instructions to Athletics Kenya that I want steeplechase back. Kenya must get back the steeplechase. And I assured Athletics Kenya, and I reiterated it here, that we will do whatever it takes to get back the steeplechase. Whatever it takes. And whatever it takes means more investment in training. It is beautiful and it is illuminating to come to the ground. Najua ukikaa Nairobi, unaweza kuwa unasikia story, unafikiria unaelewa, na kumbe mambo kwa ground ni different. Mambo kwa ground ni tofauti kabisa. Nimekuja ground, I have sat with these great young people, and I was listening to Bet. Here. Bet is a steeplechaser. Bet, come. This young man is one of our best prospects in steeplechase right now. And so, I was asking Bet to give me tips. Because one of my special projects is get steeplechase back. That is one of my special projects. And he's given me some reality tips. One of the things he's told me is that steeplechase, unbeknown to many of us, is almost like a group race. It's a group race that when Team Kenya is running, they actually run as a team. You think they're running as individuals, but they're actually running as a team. So training together is critical. Similarity and symmetry of tactics is critical. Okay? That is something I didn't know, by the way. I'm just learning today. And so Bet has told me to sort that issue of having different athletes from different training backgrounds. They only come together just before the Olympics. They need to be identified in good time and given a minimum of 3 months together. Okay? So I have issued instructions to Abraham, my friend Abraham. And Coach Amenda Wapi? Coach Tiren. And I've told Coach Tiren, ya kwamba starting today, you identify all the probables for boys and girls. Anybody that has a probability to make Team Kenya, start identifying them today. Number 2, identify the appropriate training venue, the camp, which will serve as our special training place for this team. And then number 3, put them together latest end of February. We will not spare any coin to support this program. Okay? Coach Tiren, umesikia? I'm making our secrets public.
Yes.
Ethiopians, Moroccans, we are coming for you. We are coming for our race. We are coming for our steeplechase. And so I've told Coach Tyrion, I've told Abraham on behalf of Athletics Kenya that the ministry will support this program. This is a special project. The ministry is going to finance this fully. We'll support that camp. If there are any facilities required in that camp, okay? Unajua hizi ni mbio za kuruka viunzi. So kuna vitu ambazo zinahitajika in addition to the normal track. Whatever is needed, we will put there. We'll install them on priority basis, put the team there, and bring a big pool, because I want that pool to have a progression plan. So even the youth prospects, wale ambao are just beginning, hata kama ni 14, 15-year-olds, and they have prospects, put them there, let them train. Bring our legends, akina Ezekiel, okay? Akina Conseslus, bring them, let them be part of that program, okay? Do a very comprehensive program, and I want them to be together starting end of February up to the time when they leave for Mihamas for the Olympics. Alafu tuone hawa watu wanatoka kule Morocco, wanatoka kule, watu wanashindana na sisi hata kutoka Netherlands. Hapana. Hiyo nimesema hiyo hapana, coach. We want our race back, and we'll be supporting this program for both the men team and the women team. I am so confident that we are going to do well, not just in the steeplechase, but in the other disciplines also, in the other races also. And our athletes, government is going to be supporting you in every respect. For the first time ever, our preparations for the Olympics have been very smooth, long term. And we are doing countdown every day. We started countdown from the time the clock hit 1 year to go. Since 1 year, and we had a ceremony to mark 1 year to go, 1 year to Paris. Now we take off a day every day. And we are preparing in every respect. The budgets are ready, the programs are ready, the training program are ready. Government will support the National Olympics Committee, Athletics Kenya, and everybody for this program. Pigia makofi bet. And when it succeeds, let it be remembered that you gave the idea. Yes.
I want to take this opportunity, first of all, to thank you, Waziri. I think I cannot say enough. Thank you. From the bottom of my heart. I have been in this field of athletics for so many years. And for those who know me, I've always, since I got into politics in 2013, I've always had problems with the ministers and the CS. I've been always fighting them. But for the first time, and you guys know me, right? You know how much war I've had in this ministry. But for the first time, I don't have a war to fight with you, because you're doing the right thing. All I have for you is praises. When somebody does the right thing, we should say it. Athletes, it's our time. It's our time that we have someone who listens to us, someone who sits down with us, someone who cares about us. Let's speak up. Let's talk. Don't be fearful. The days of being fearful because the bosses were around and the people who above us didn't want to hear us are over. Now we are in a generation, we are in a system whereby we are talking. Let's give ideas. When you sit down with Waziri like that, don't just sit down and eat. Give ideas. Think. Let's start thinking. Let's start looking. Let's start finding solutions to our problem and share it to the people that we have around. Because we might not have this chance again. Let's use it to the best of our ability. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to revolutionize this ecosystem. I'm just using the words of the CS. We are going to revolutionize this ecosystem. For many years, we have just been doing things helter-skelter, with no direction, with no plans. We now have a plan. Waziri, I am on your side. I was born with a unique skills of problem solving. I'm a mathematician. I love solving problems. And I would like to help you, Bwana Waziri, to leave a legacy that when we leave this world one time, the next generation will harvest from the seed we are planting right now. That the next generation will say there was somebody called Ababu Namwamba and Wesley Korir that entered the ecosystem of athletics and changed everything. We are going to change how our junior athletes are treated, are raised, are appreciated, so that when we celebrate them, when they win goals, we have been part of the journey. We're not just celebrating them, but we have been part of their journey. On the issue of anti-doping, you have no chance. Waziri, we have started a system, and all of you who are here will attest that even 2 days ago, we went to Kipchoge Keino, where the athletes were training. We closed the track, and everybody that was in that track got tested. We are now going, every training facility, we will come there, we will close it, and if you're training there, you'll get tested. We will come to your workouts, we will come to Fat League, that Tuesday Fat League where all athletes are training. We will come there and we walk around with askaris. There's nowhere you're going. So if you are doping, there's no hiding place for you. We will come, Waziri, in the past, only few athletes used to be tested. Only those athletes who were in the world anti-doping agency list were being tested. So that means there were so many other athletes who were not tested, but they were competing. Ukweli ama si ukweli? The clean athletes who are competing, some of them, majority of them are clean. But there are few people who just want shortcuts. So if you want shortcut, we won't allow you to train. And we won't allow you to compete. It is better for us to catch all of them here in Kenya before they leave this country. And what I'm saying is, we are going to get more positive tests here in Kenya and less and zero positive tests out of Kenya. So that most people who are doping are not allowed to even train, or they are not allowed to even compete anymore. Menisikia? So we are coming for you. We're coming for you. We are coming for you if you are doping. Another thing that we are doing, we have already identified Bwana Waziri, and we are in a final stage of naming and shaming and arresting those who are providing the drugs. We know you. We have a good, and very soon you will see. Very soon you will see. We are going to cut the source, and we are going to catch those who have been lied upon. So please, athletes, let me not come after you. Let me not destroy your life. I want to be your friend. And the best way I can be your friend is you stop doping. You stop doping. The government is not going to tolerate anything. For those who are providing the drugs, we are coming after you. And those who are doping, we are coming after you. We want a clean system. Because this is our future. This is the future of our children. This is the future of our grandchildren. If we destroy it right now, then what will our children have to be proud of? We are eating right now on the sweats and the foundation that were laid down by Kina Paul Taragat, Kina Kipchoge Keino. My friend, let's not destroy it for the next generation. Don't think about yourself alone. Think about the next generation. So, Bwana Waziri, thank you so much. We are going to work with you. We have today and yesterday launched now a student athlete program. Scholarships are going to be different. In the past, the scholarship used to be needy and smart. Now, you don't have to be smart. You just run and you get a scholarship to stay in school. Bwana Waziri, we have kids who benefited from the scholarship. They have 199, 150, but because they have a talent of running, we are getting them to school because the government has said 100% transition. 100% transition means staying in school no matter what marks you have gotten, and you don't have to struggle with school fees because we are going to pay for your school fees to stay in school. And this program is going now to move to TTIs, is going to move to polytechnics, is going to move to university, so that we are taking you to university. The ecosystem of education now becomes the training ground for our athletes, so that our kids can stay in school and have an adequate opportunity to train. Our classes, Bwana Waziri, and we are talking with the Ministry of Education, instead of starting classes at 6, starting classes at 8, we want classes now to start at 10 or 11, so that our athletes can have a chance to run their morning run, do their workouts, come eat breakfast, rest, and then go to class. And then classes ends at 2 or 3, so that our athletes can get an opportunity also to go for an evening run. So the way you do in your training camp, you can also do it in schools. You're getting me? So stay in school. Stay in school. Kids, stay in school. We are developing a policy right now, and we are going to send it to Parliament, so that no junior athlete should be found in a training camp. No, and any training camp that is keeping junior athletes who are supposed to be in school, we will close that training camp. All junior athletes, all athletes under 18, under 20 should stay in school. And this, I want you, Bwana, take it to AK. Help us on that. Please, let that be also a policy for AK. All junior athletes should be attached to an institution. They should be learning, they should be going to class, they should be getting their degrees and their high school education. So that when they get out, we have built an athlete who is holistic and is ready to face the world.
Tukule pamoja hivi, at least watu wenye wako outside there wanakuwa na morale, wanakuwa encourage, wanasema pia sisi tunataka hadi tufike that level. Mimi nakwambia tu ni we will always run good, we run clean, that's the first thing. Ukimbia clean is better, afadhali uko huko mwisho na ukimbia ukiwa mtu clean.
As you've heard from Beatrice, is that they have had the opportunity to sit with the cabinet secretary, which I think is the first time. We've never had this one on the local where we do the work. Waziri, I'm here on behalf of the President Athletics Kenya, retired Lieutenant General Tuwei. He had a commitment and he asked me to come and represent him in this event. So nataka niambie wakimbiaji, general ako hapa amenituma mimi na amesema let us learn clean. The way Peter has summarized it, is better even to be number last, but to do it clean. So Waziri, I want to say that for the last, I think, July coming this way, we've seen a lot of sporting activities. When you came to the office, you sat down, we came with a lot of programs, the Talanda programs, and what we saw towards Christmas was a beehive of activities when it comes to sports. Waziri, you've been also our brand ambassador when it comes to sports of this country. You've done a lot in not only sports, but also creatives and all the other that are in your department. The youths are really feeling that they are being involved in every event and every activity of this country. And Waziri, we want to encourage you, do more. We know what you are doing is called disruption. You are now bringing the new normal. You know, we were used to the other normal that things would be done in a very official way. But now you are saying, let's do it the way everybody understands it.